We want to get more on the outcome of this verdict, what factored into it, and the potential sentencing that we may see from the court in this case. With us now, retired U.S. military intelligence officer assigned to the FBI and Joint Terrorism Task Force and retired lieutenant of the Nutley, New Jersey Police Department, Steve Rogers. Steve, appreciate you being with us. You know, I've been gathering a lot of reaction from this, but I guess what are some of the notable things to come out of this case when you look at what might have gone into the verdict that we heard today?
I've got to tell you, just about everyone I've spoken to in and out of law enforcement agreed that this was an accident. She demonstrated that she had no intent on using her firearm, and I must tell you that this verdict is going to leave a chilling effect on every cop across this country. I just tweeted something out, and I made it clear to cops, before you engage any criminal, you're going to have to wait until they use deadly force upon you and then do what you must do. What comes out of this case to me is, look, I think maybe everybody did the best they could, but I've got to tell you, my gut feeling says that there may have been a lot of politics involved with regard to what was on the mind of the jury. So it's left a chilling effect on cops across the country.
Yeah. I guess I was gonna go in a different direction for a moment, talking about, obviously, you had two Democratic lawmakers that were victims of carjackings and robberies, that were proponents of defunding the police. We can start to see the damage there until something personally affects them. But let's keep it to the trial for right now. And the defense obviously tried to argue that this was a mistake. The prosecution tried to argue that this was absolutely reckless. What was your perception of the prosecution's case here? And do you think that the defense could have done more? Do you think that they should have put Kim Potter on the stand?
Yes, it was a good idea they put her on the stand because they were able to humanize her, as the prosecutor was trying to dehumanize her. And I've been in tough situations myself in my 38 years in law enforcement. We must keep in mind that the act of Kim Potter was in seconds, maybe 2 or 3 seconds. There was no intent. She demonstrated that. She was remorseful. I've got to tell you, the prosecutor went a little bit too far on trying to make Kim Potter look like an evil, evil person. She has a clean police record. She was a fine officer. And it really bothers me. I'll tell you, a lot of cases don't bother me. This bothers me because I can see what's going to happen with regard to the effect this is going to have on cops across the country. I suppose they'll appeal the case, and let's see where we go from here.
You talk about the potential impact. What is the potential impact? I mean, you take also into account the protests during 2020, the rhetoric against the police, the protests that we saw against social equality. I mean, there were historic resignations there. It's hard to do your job. You also mentioned the split-second decisions that officers face. I mean, what does this do, not just to morale, but people that are willing to sign up and serve?
Well, I could tell you a few things. One, you might not see a lot of willingness to sign up and serve. You'll see a lot of retirements, but even more profoundly, you could kiss proactive policing methodologies out the window. We were trained to go out and investigate quality of life issues, arrest those who were committing minor crimes so there would not be bigger crimes. Think about this one. This all started over a motor vehicle stop, and it ended up being an officer being found guilty of manslaughter. Is it worth it? Cops are thinking about that right now. Is it worth it to pull over a motor vehicle to stop someone for a low-level crime? You could end up losing your job and, in fact, end up losing your life if you don't act appropriately in that split second.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.